session, we are going to see how to give styling to React components. There are various ways to apply styles that we will see today. Okay, so pretty much, I hope you already are aware of CSS and how to provide style sheet or give a style effect to an HTML element. It's pretty much same thing, but there's a slight difference in terms of usage, and which is what we are going to see today. Okay. So I have this app on my screen, which is pretty much blank. So I have an index.js and I'm calling app component from there. And in app.js, there is actually nothing at this time. I'm not displaying anything at present. Okay. So let me show you the output. It's pretty much blank. Okay. Let's go ahead and display hello world. If I want to display hello world, I just gave that in the div tag, and now if I see the output, it is displaying hello world. Okay. Now, if I want to provide, or if I want to give a style effect on this text, okay, I want to maybe change the color of this text. There are three ways to do it. Okay, one is we can give an inline style. That means we can give the style right in this tag, in this div tag. So it is going to apply that style into this text only. Okay. The second method is we can give an internal style. It is similar to CSS, what we learned already. That means I can have a variable with some style attributes which I can call. And third is we can have an external CSS file. Okay, so we are going to see all three one by one. Okay, so let's begin with inline style. So I have div tag, and then here I am going to give style attribute, and here we have to give two curly braces, two curly brackets. I am giving uh, with the style attribute, and inside this, let's say I'm giving color colon say blue. Once I give this inline style, it is going to apply on this text. Well, this text has become blue. All right. And let's say I want to give a background color. So again, let me give here comma, and now I'm giving background color colon, and I'm giving it silver. Now the background of the whole div tag has been changed to silver. So there's a slight change. You see, actually, in CSS we use background dash color, and here it is in camel case. You see, background color has been given, and background is in small letter, and color is in capital. So I have changed the. It is case sensitive, so the C must be capital. If you're using background color, C has to be capital. And pretty much all the styles that we are using in React.js are in camel case. Camel case means the first one will be the small letter and next will be the capital letter. So because I changed the capital C to small c, it is not getting applied. Okay, so let me make it capital C. Now if you see, it's going to display here. So these kind of small changes which you need to be aware of while applying styles to a React component. Okay, this is an example of inline styling. Okay, and let's see if I want to give an internal style. What I can do, I can have a variable over here. Let's say I create a variable const my style. Okay, and then create this set of attributes. I give my style color colon. I give this time red. Then next attribute I'm giving background color as say yellow. Okay. So these attributes I have created, and I can give maybe few more attributes like font. Second, font family also is in camel case. Normally we give font dash family in CSS. In React.js, the font family means it should be in camel case. F must the F for the font has to be capital small, and F for family is to be capital. Okay. So let's say I'm using a variable font name. Let's say sans serif. So these are the three attributes I have provided to the variable my style in this component. Now I have to use this particular style here. So now, since I'm using the internal style, my style in this div tag, I have to give only one curly braces and then give the variable name. I give style equals my style, which is this variable, which has three properties. Now, all the three properties should be applied to our page. Okay. Now, this is how we give the um, internal style. That means the style variable is there within the component. Okay. Um, and the third is how to have all these styles in an external file. All right. That you for that, let's say I create a component. Hmm, let me close this. Let me go ahead and create a component, new file. I'm giving login.js. Give RFC tab. So the login component has been created, and in the index.js, instead of calling app, let's say I'm calling login. So new component has been created, and for that I have to import the login component. Importing login from login has been imported, and in this login.js, let's say I am giving a login page is fine. Login page. Now, if you see, if I refresh the page, now instead of app, I'm calling login page. Now, if I want to have an external style sheet for this login page, as a practice, what we can do, we can have another file with the same name and CSS extension. So I can go to src and then create a new file and give login.css. So this becomes an external CSS file, and in this file I can have you know um, styles, right? That means I can give a style here, and this is a regular CSS file. Okay. It has nothing to do with react.js. This is a regular CSS file, and here we can use whatever traditional attributes that we are used to give. Okay. All right. So in this login.css, let me create a class header.txt. Okay, and let me give element here. So let me give color colon, give maroon. Okay, and then I can give background color colon silver. Okay, I have to use semicolon actually, not comma. If you see the difference, when we had tried the inline styling and internal styling, we had given this background color in camel case. Okay, so React, if you're using this directly in the React, you have to give in camel case, but this is an external file, that is CSS file, which has no change, which you can use uh, as it is, and we can use the same attribute that we were using earlier. So that is why background dash color is what I have given. Okay. Now what else can give? Um, let's say I give text align, center, and then font family, and I can give like area. Okay. Now these are the attributes that I have given for the class header text. If I want to use this header text in login.js file, I have to give here class name. Okay, class name. So here you see class name, n has to be capital. Normally we give class, right, in css, html page, and all. I mean, if you want to access an css in an html, we simply give class. But in react.js we have to give class name with n in capital, and give the name of the class, which is header text. Okay, now if I go and save it and let me go see the output, I'm getting the output like this. Okay, so the color is maroon, it is center aligned, and background is silver. Okay, so this is how we access an external style sheet, okay, which is CSS. And normally, if you see, it comes along with, if you go and check the app.js, when we create the app in the first time, it automatically comes with some .css. There are some CSS that comes with it, which you can directly use in app.js. Okay, now instead of all this, you can have one centralized style sheet also, and that style sheet you can call in all these components. But since in React.js all these components run independently, as a best practice, what they do is they have the CSS separately for each component, because that is specific to that component only. Okay, that is why I have created login.css for login.js component. All right. So that's pretty much about how to apply styles on React component. There are three ways. Either you can do using inline style. So inline we use two curly braces. Okay. Or and if you are using an internal styling, then we have to use one curly braces with the variable name that has all the style. And third is to use an external file which we have just seen. We have to import that external file here, like in login.js. We imported this external file, and then we had used class name with ns capital and the class name. Okay, so this is how we apply styles. Um, and we'll see more in the next session. Please try out all this styling and let me know if you have any question in the next class. Okay, thank you.